Welcome back to another season of ReelTV? Mid-season of ReelTV. I'm Connor Smith.
I'm Eric Dowling.
And we're going to be talking about like most anticipated movies of the year. I mean, I feel like we could talk about like Oscars and all these awards things, but you've probably heard it like 8 zillion times.
Forget about it.
Like, yeah, Under the Skin didn't get anything. We know.
Interstellar got snubbed for
so we would just bitch the whole time.
Original screenplay. That's really the only thing I care about that. Anyway.
But yay for
Birdman and
But Wild did well. I was really happy about Wild. Did well. But at least with the actor nominations. That was a good surprise. But talking about what is your most anticipated movie of 2015?
Oh, man, see, I'm so torn right now between what my most anticipated movie is. It's really all a matter of what the latest trailer is released right now, because it's floating back and forth between Avengers 2 and Star Wars, obviously, because I am just the biggest nerd at a lot of points in my life.
Remember that time the Godzilla trailer was the best trailer you've ever seen, and then the movie was not at all?
But I mean,
exciting.
I just didn't realize that the music for the Godzilla trailer was the music from 2001: A Space Odyssey, and that music was what made that trailer so good. But
trailers, we hate you.
Avengers 2 or Star Wars, I gotta say, until I see a more
2-minute trailer for Star Wars.
Yeah, not a teaser trailer. Which, I mean, the teaser trailer was phenomenal. It got me.
The Millennium Falcon was there, and the John Williams score.
See, I thought the what's the new kid that's in it that was in the Stormtrooper costume? What's the actor?
I forget the actor's
name.
name.
That was the part. That was the scene that I think hooked me. That was the best scene in that.
Wasn't that trailer. Like the opening shot?
Yeah.
That was good.
But anyway, I think it's between Star Wars and Avengers, but right now Avengers 2 has a slight
upper hand.
Yeah, because it's a little bit sooner. The trailers are blowing me away. The new trailer is incredible if you haven't seen it.
No, I think I have. I'm excited for like the Hulk. Is it called the Hulkbuster?
Yes.
The suit? That was so cool. And then Andy Serkis is in it. The ending was released, like spoilers were released, but I'm like sticking as far away as I can.
Like, I don't want to know. I have my theories, but I like to just keep them as such, like just theories.
You're a bigger nerd about like knowing like the comics, but I still watch the movies.
Oh yeah.
My most anticipated.
I'm really excited about this one because it's not Star Wars.
I'm like a huge Star Wars fan, so like this is a big deal that I'm excited for something more than Star Wars. Jurassic World. World.
Yeah.
I cried when I watched the trailer. I was so
Did you see it in
excited.
3D? The trailer
The trailer
in 3D?
I saw it in 2D.
Did you see it in IMAX?
No.
Okay. I saw it in IMAX 3D.
Was it incredible?
My mind was blown. First of all, if you guys missed out on the opportunity of seeing Jurassic Park in 3D, you missed out on a experience.
That came out like 2 years ago, though.
Yeah. It was phenomenal, though. Like, the 3D conversion was ridiculous. Like, that movie, the technology and everything for that movie still holds up.
Oh, brilliantly.
And bringing it into 3D was, I thought when I first heard about it, was super unnecessary, like the first Star Wars movie being put into 3D, but it was just so good. It's just that added depth, and then the T-Rex scene was, I was like on the edge of my seat. Like, it was crazy. But the trailer for Jurassic World, seeing it and seeing that one scene where Chris Pratt is on the motorcycle
with the raptors
going all around him it blew my mind in 3D. It was so
honestly,
good.
I liked it when they had the opening shot of the doors open. They had the people there because Jurassic Park, like, it was never an amusement park.
Right.
Like, you never.
Right.
That's the whole concept of it. But it's never
a park.
A park, like with people. And I think that like the fact that it's a success, and obviously that everything's gonna go wrong and the dinosaurs are gonna get out, and blah blah blah. But like, holy crap! Like, seeing an actual Jurassic Park is gonna be so cool.
It's
and
SeaWorld
the crocodile thing was awesome. And like, oh my gosh, Ron Howard's daughter, when is she the one that yells "run"? Like, someone yells "run" at one point.
So Bryce Dallas Howard is in the movie?
Is Ron Howard's daughter? Yeah.
No. I know that.
She's in the movie.
I didn't know she was in the movie.
There's one, and Judy Greer's in it too.
And then also the kid from Iron Man 3 is in it.
Yeah. They have to have the little kid in peril, which they do in every single Jurassic Park movie. More annoyingly, actually, the girl in the second one was awesome. She had like karate. Do you remember that? She kicked the raptor in the face. Okay, we can't talk about this movie forever.
All right,
really
so
quick. Pixar is releasing 2 movies this year, and that's awesome.
Let's talk about the movie that's coming out closest to where we are right now in 2015 that has the biggest buzz around it.
50 Shades.
Yep, Connor's getting a little salacious in here.
50 Shades. No, that's a good word, salacious.
But
like yeah, a lot of middle-aged women are going to rush out to see it. I'll probably go see it.
Charlie Hunnam was supposed to be in it. Who's the new guy?
I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to see it, but like I'm going in like foot half in the door. Like I'm not really that. Maybe I am. Maybe you just don't know like how I'm just like really undermining how excited I am for this movie.
That's true.
And I'm going to go in like I've read all the books and everything. Like I'm just.
I'm actually more excited for like the soundtrack, like the
Beyonce song.
Like
it was so good.
The Crazy in Love remix is just wild, and I don't know what else is gonna be on there, but that could be really good. But 50 Shades of Grey. Let's move on. So, Pixar.
Sexual. Not as sexual is Pixar. Yay. Inside Out and The Good Dinosaur are being released this year.
I think I'm more excited about Inside Out.
I'm more excited for Inside Out because Good Dinosaur went through a lot of development problems.
Right, a lot.
So like we'll see how they like completely retooled the story.
Mm-hmm. And they
I
released a trailer for it?
No, they have a couple of concept art pictures that were released, and it looks beautiful.
Of course.
But Inside Out just looks, oh my gosh, Mindy Kaling and Amy Poehler and Bill Hader, like it's like SNL cast is like everyone. And Phyllis Smith from The Office.
I honestly think I might cry in that movie. Like that movie might just pull at my emotional heartstrings because I know that there's going to be something in that movie that is just going to destroy every single audience member.
It's going to be some. I mean, obviously, it's about like your emotions, so I'm sure it's going to get.
But I know that the core concept of it is this little girl being completely uprooted from where she was and she had lived for her life until that point, and moving to, I believe, San Francisco is where it takes place currently. But it's just kind of her coping with that move and that huge change in environment and everything in a girl's life, and also as she's developing into a woman.
That sounds interesting.
I think that's what I've read is what the plot is.
Is it like the Boyhood of Pixar movies?
It
Like
might
we're
be.
going to follow 12 years of this girl?
It might be.
I'm
I
just
mean,
kidding. That would be...
Pixar's wild, and like it's about darn time, Pixar, that you go back to making original stories.
Yeah. I'm like so not on board with the sequels. Like Toy Story 4 is a hell no for me.
I agree with that.
Even Finding Dory's pushing it.
Finding Dory, I don't think is necessary. We had such a tightly wrapped package from Finding Nemo that like it doesn't the story. I didn't feel a need for another one. Like
you're getting desperate, Pixar.
I agree with Connor.
But like, actually, this year's going to be good. I know it. You guys have it.
I also think
feeling
that
for you.
It's interesting how Lego Movie wasn't nominated for Best Animated Feature Film.
Interesting. It's infuriating.
But
that was why I cried on that horrible. It was a Tuesday or Thursday morning, I forget, but it was a horrible morning.
Anyway, other great releases. Ant-Man is kind of a dark horse in the.
It's gonna make so much money though. Like,
you think?
I think so. I honestly think that they're gonna go the comedy. Like this is gonna be the.
Did you see the trailer for it though?
I think, but it was so self-deprecating. It was so, you know what I mean? Like,
I agree with you. I think it's gonna be funny too, but just based on what we saw from the trailer, it doesn't look like it's gonna be funny. But I mean, Edgar Wright did write most of the script.
Like I think they know how silly the concept of an Ant-Man superhero is already, so I think they're gonna play with that a lot.
Yeah.
But really quick, let's take 30 seconds. Whoa, our expensive set is falling apart. We are gonna 30 seconds. What are also the Jupiter Ascending's coming out? What are other good ones?
Mockingjay Part 2.
Mockingjay's gonna make a ton of money. I'm really pumped for that, even though Part 1 was kind of
Magic Mike XXL.
All right, whatever. That could be good. Who knows?
I think that's it. I think those are the
there are some other big ones.
Huge Hateful Eight, possibly.
Hateful Eight. Yeah, I feel like that's gonna get delayed.
New James
though,
Bond.
They just started filming that. How we finish? Okay, really quick. Spectre. I love James Bond. Christoph Waltz is going to kill it.
And Adele might be doing the song again.
Adele should do every Bond song forever. But we have to wrap it up because we can't talk forever, unfortunately. But I'm Connor Smith.
I'm Eric Dowling.
And we're going to be back with some news and some other cool stuff. So tune in. Yay. Bye. See ya. Yay.
Hello, and welcome back to ReelTV. I'm Alana Richardson.
And I'm Corinne Panko.
Next Friday, Black or White and Project Almanac are being released in theaters.
Black or White follows a grandfather, Kevin Costner, who is suddenly left to care for his granddaughter. When her partial grandmother, Octavia Spencer, seeks custody with the help of her brother, Anthony Mackie, the little girl is torn between two families who love her deeply. With the best intentions at heart, both families fight for what they feel is right, and they are soon forced to confront their true feelings about race, forgiveness, and understanding.
In Project Almanac, a group of friends discover plans for a time machine. After building it, they use it to fix their problems. But as the future falls apart with disasters and each of them disappear little by little, they must travel back to the past to make sure they never invent the machine.
And this Tuesday, Fury, The Book of Lie, and The Judge are being released on DVD, Blu-ray, and video on demand. So I really like Black or White. I saw the trailer, and I think it looks really kind of adorable and really heartfelt movie, and I think it'll do really well in theaters. I think a lot of people will like it.
Yes, I agree. The little girl looks very cute. I think it'll be really great for that part. And I'm also excited for Project Almanac. I think it's going to be a great sci-fi movie. I think what they're doing is really incredible in terms of coming from the past and back to the future, and all these ideas coming and having to fix all the mistakes that you're creating for yourself. I think it's going to be really exciting.
It looks interesting.
And let's do a quick box office recap. After a broke January box office record last weekend, American Sniper earned an outstanding $64 million this weekend.
Jennifer Lopez thriller The Boy Next Door took second place, earning $15 million.
Paddington took third place with $12.4 million, closely followed by The Wedding Ringer with $11.6 million.
Newcomers Stranger Magic and Mordecai both flopped in their first weekend at the box office. Strange Magic earned $5.5 million, while Mordecai took in $4.1 million. This is especially terrible because the film cost $60 million to make. That's insane.
I think that is pretty terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good. The cast looked good with Johnny Depp and Gwyneth Paltrow, but it just didn't work out.
I don't think the movie in general is really going to be as funny as they anticipated, which is why they received what they did.
Well, that's all for ReelTV News. I'm Corey Panko.
And I'm Alana Richardson.
Welcome back to ReelTV. I'm Connor Smith.
I'm Corey Panko.
And I'm Matt Regiposki.
And we are going to talk about some news that happened this past week, starting off with DreamWorks Animation. They laid off 500 employees. They also said that their releases are going from 3 movies a year to 2 movies a year. So this year, they're going to release Home, which is the Jim Parsons Rihanna animated film.
Yeah.
And then the next year, they're going to be releasing 2 movies versus 3 because of movies haven't been doing so well financially.
That's so sad to me. I mean,
I know.
The studio that brought me Shrek as a kid, you know, they might be going under. I think that's just nuts. I mean, it's kind of sad seeing that they're taking such a hit now.
I feel like there are movies, like, some of them just have no appeal whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like, I thought Turbo was a good movie, but, like, the way that it was advertised was, like, because a lot of movies that they haven't been doing as well as they wanted them to, and I think that's why they're doing this. Like Rise of the Guardians and Turbo and Penguins.
Monsters vs. Aliens.
Right,
Yeah.
that one.
Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I think they're just releasing so many animated movies that they're not making as much money with each one.
Yeah.
Versus Pixar, when they put out one, it makes a ton of
It's so
money.
hard to talk about the animation
know what I mean?
studios without bringing Pixar.
Pixar.
Without bringing
into the
Pixar
picture,
into
yeah.
it. But even like Lego Movie did well. A lot of other
Right, and How to
animated
Train Your
studios.
Dragons, which was DreamWorks, just won a Golden Globe for Best Animated. So I don't know. That
movie did well, but like I think it's just like one gold nugget mixed in with a lot of flops for them. Next news piece is that Simon Pegg is co-writing Star Trek 3, which I think is awesome because he's funny, and I think those movies are really humorous, but they're also really exciting. And his character is one of the best in those movies.
Beam Me Up, Scotty. Yeah, definitely classic.
Yeah. Have you seen Star Trek?
I have not. I can't really say a lot about Star Trek, but I'm excited to see these new ones.
You should. They're so good. Next thing, Melissa Benoist is playing. She was in Glee. She played Marley in the 4th and 5th season of Glee, and she was cast as Supergirl on CBS.
Yeah.
They're developing a Supergirl TV show.
Yeah, it was interesting. I think one of the episodes she actually dressed up in a Wonder Woman costume. So
She did do that. Now looking back, I do remember that.
superhero training now, so she's definitely prepared for that role from Glee, maybe.
Would you guys watch that? A
Yeah,
Supergirl
I'm actually
show?
super excited. I really liked her on Glee. She was like kind of like a diamond in the rough character for me. So I'm like really excited to see her on her own thing, like being a star of her show.
Like, I'm worried because I know it's like CBS. Like, I know that CBS, they require so much more ratings-wise than CW, and CW is Arrow and Flash, and I think they even have another one in development. And I feel like when Supergirl doesn't get 16 million, 17 million viewers a week, they're just going to cancel it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, that she is going to be, you know, the most prominent female superhero that is on television.
Right.
So
That is true.
That might tap into that market that, you know, just hasn't been explored yet as far as superheroes go.
And
a good point.
I'm curious because Agent Carter did like okay, but it didn't do like crazy good.
This
You
is
know what I mean?
Supergirl, you know?
Yeah,
She's Superman, pretty much. She's got the most powerful force, you know.
I don't really know like the superhero that well.
It's going to be interesting to see like who the main audience is who actually watches it. Don't you think?
Nerds like us. But speaking of superheroes, Ty Sheridan, Sophie Turner, and Alexandra Shipp were cast in X-Men Apocalypse. And people know Sophie Turner mainly from, she plays Sansa Stark on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But Ty Sheridan's awesome. Also, he's playing Cyclops, and then Alexandra Shipp is playing Storm. So,
It should be interesting what X-Men does with this after Days of Future Past.
which was so
It
good.
was so good, yeah, just amazing to watch. To see like where it's going to take place in time now, since time travel is a factor. And
Yeah.
just how they're going to sort out, just living up to the original X-Men and see how they play to those roles.
Like, I love these actors. Like, Ty Sheridan is in this movie called Mud that I love.
I
Love
He was the
Mud.
kid in that. You guys haven't
Yes.
seen Mud. Okay. He's so good in that. Like,
Yeah.
he's a great actor. And I think that this, like,
I think it's a different part though too, so it's going to be interesting.
yeah, I think that, like, I love Sophie Turner. I mean, Sansa's annoying as hell. Like, all she does is whine. She got a little tough this season, but,
Yeah, but I think it's more sneaky than tough, which is interesting to see.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry.
that's all right.
But wrapping up really quickly because we're running out of time. Warner Brothers is developing a Jetsons animated movie, which is like cool. Like, I mean, I don't think anyone's like flipping out about it, but that's a little
It's cute.
news piece.
It's kind of interesting. Movies are coming out of that era with the Smurfs and stuff like that.
The Peanuts one looks cute. The Peanuts
Yeah.
one looks good.
Yeah.
But that's all we have here. I'm Connor Smith,
I'm Corey Panko.
And I'm Matt Rijapowski.
and thanks for watching.